Hey there, fellow art lovers and fans of all things painted. Welcome back to my regular viewers, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Cal, and it's great to have you here. It's the 25th day of Spooky Month, and today's theme is Lost. Today we're going for something a bit more grim. I initially had a slightly different idea for this one. A killer bear lying in its inert state, clutching a sewing needle and signs of recent events. But when I tried to sketch the needle, I couldn't take it seriously, so I went with a different direction. I still went with the bear lying inert on the grind alright, and began sketching it in. I went for a very classic looking bear, big snout, shiny plastic eyes, and a big fluffy body. The body and head is flattened on one side where it's lying on the road, and it's missing an eye. Then behind it we have the setting. A busy road with cars and a truck either approaching the bear or stopped looking on from their position. I'm inclined to interpret it as the latter. Then it was time for color. For the most part I kept to a monochromatic blue color palette with a notable exception near the end. Unlike in previous pieces, I went straight into shading once the bear was blocked in, beginning with broad shading and painting in the nose and the stitches of the mouth. Then I went in to detail the fur. The fur is wet, so has a lot of dark shadows in under where the fur is clumped together, and further highlighting this by adding, well, highlights. I also made the edges rough and lumpy to add to the wet fur effect. For the eyes, they are plastic looking or glassy with a heavy sheen on the upper edge. Usually adding highlights does wonders to bring a character to life, but not here, and that's by design. All it shows is the material it's made from. Now for the background, blocking in the road and the traffic, also adding in some smaller cars in the distance. I used a soft brush to put in the light from the headlights, brighter at the center. After adding in the sky, I began working on the road. The road is wet, so we've got dazzling whites reflected on the ground where the light from the headlights reach, and almost jet black where it doesn't, with a small gradient in between. Then some splashes of rain in a pale bluish grey, varying in size, dotted around the bear and on the bear. Then I added some rain. I used a motion blur to help with the illusion of it falling to the ground, duplicating the layer and moving it to make the rain more dense. Then I added some highlights and shading to the vehicles, some clouds to the sky, and a glow around the edge of the teddy bear where it's lit up by the headlights. And finally, in the last few minutes, that extra color I mentioned. Red splashes across the bear, hinting at the story at play here. And we're done. This is probably the most grim piece I've done to date, but it was an interesting change of pace. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed what you just watched, please be sure to leave the video a like and subscribe and ring the bell to see more content. If you want to support my art, you can find a link to my Ko-fi in the description. And if you want to get straight into some more art, you can go and watch this video for my latest content. Or this one for something random.